Well, hey guys, hey, silver's over 39.50 today, and I want to make you aware of something that's happening here in Missouri. I don't know if it's going to happen, but there's a bill that has been proposed that it will require. It says here pawnbrokers, but anybody who I would imagine anybody who buys or sells gold and silver. If you go into a pawn shop and you want to sell your gold chain, your silver chain, or a bunch of junk in the bottom of your jewelry box that you haven't worn since high school. If you're thinking of walking into one of these establishments and selling anything to these people, this bill is going to require them to take a photograph of you with the jewelry, fill out a form with your descriptive information on there, and they want your thumbprint on this form. They want to keep your thumbprint just for the privilege of you being able to sell somebody your old piece of gold chain or jewelry or broken bits of stuff that you have in the bottom of your jewelry box. So if a little old lady cleans out her jewelry box, goes into a store that buys or sells gold and silver, after sitting down with the owner and deciding on a price and agreeing to it, he's going to have to take this little old lady over to his thumbprint area. Thumbprints are like a common criminal. Stand her up in the corner holding up the jewelry and take a photograph of her, and then go over to the form and write all her descriptive information down on this form. All that so she can sell you a little $20 or $30 worth of broken silver or gold necklace. That is what is passing for freedom in the states these days. This was sponsored by Senator Green here in Missouri from up in St. Louis County area. And I don't have any idea what this guy must be thinking. This guy must have never even come across a copy of the Constitution. I challenge anybody up there in Jefferson City to tell me which founding father would approve of a ridiculous bill like this. Name one, please. Somebody name a founding father who would submit themselves to this. Just short of a TSA pat down for the privilege of getting 20 or 30 bucks or whatever it is, 50, 100 bucks from a pawnbroker selling them a broken chain. This whole thing about everybody's guilty until proven innocent is ridiculous. These people have done nothing wrong, and you're treating them like common criminals the same way that you've treated them like common criminals in the TSA pat-downs. Everybody's a terrorist until you're sure they're not. Well, that's just not the case here. This is ridiculous. I mean, yesterday they're stealing basketball hoops out of the ground in Delaware. In the future here in Missouri, you're not even going to be able to walk into a pawnbroker or a coin shop to sell a piece of gold or silver jewelry. Or a coin. I mean, this thing that doesn't say here, but does it pass on to coins? Because it just says pledging jewelry, gold, or silver. Seems to me to be a pretty broad description. This is tyranny, folks, and this is what tyranny looks like. And this is probably, if it happens here in Missouri, out here in the middle of America, it's coming to a state near you if it already hasn't originated in one of your states. So if you live in Missouri, call up this clown and let him know what you think. And call up the other clowns up there. Call up the other senators. Call up the other representatives. Tell them this is ridiculous and that you're not going to stand for it. And if they want to stay in office, then defeat this. The last hearing they had about it was on the 8th of March. And there hasn't been any action on it yet. That doesn't mean it's not going to come to the floor. So let's get on this and make sure that these clowns here in Jeff City and around the country know that we're not going to stand up for this nonsense. Take care.